Before we start the video, I'm doing a Soul Reaper Axe from scratch series on twitch.tv Kriibus right now, so after you're done with this video, come say hi to me on twitch.tv Kriibus and let's discuss this update together. All links are in the description. Okay, let's start the video. So if I use my bet on this leech right now, does that also work? Yes, confirm. I wanna lose my bet right now. Oh my god, it does work. Oh, this is the best update in the history of Oldschool Runescape. Ain't no way you can use everything on this, right? Surely not. Okay, let me try again. Okay, let me use this glue casket on the leech. See if that works. Yes. It does! I just lost my glue casket. Oh dear lord, this is awesome. Oh, I can't wait to see what players come up with. Now, of course, calm down. I didn't lose my bet because there is insurance on all your bets and you can claim them again for 1 million GP. However, a lot of people have lost their items that don't have insurance, which gets me to the thumbnail of this video. Basically, what's happening here is that with the Desert Treasure 2 update, Jagex added these leeches into a new area called a Scar. And essentially, you can use literally any item in the game on these leeches and it would change their names. So for instance, if I use Amulet of Fury right now on this leech and click yes, I will lose this item forever and will never see it again. It's gone from the game. Yes. I did just thank 2 million GP for the sake of this 10-second joke. You're welcome. If that doesn't deserve a like, I don't know what does. But it seems people are going even more crazy with this update than just Amulet of Fury, because someone, whether it was accidental or not, put their Twisted Bow into this leech. A 1.4 billion GP item that they will never ever see again. That is the most expensive joke in the history of this game, I bet. I'm not even kidding when I say that this is the best item sync we've ever had, because it wouldn't surprise me if you hop around worlds and trying to find new items. There are so many players who just spend millions of GP to joke around for a few seconds. There are a total of 2 leeches per world, and Telakon, another YouTuber, sent me a picture where someone put God Swords on the line, which was just hilarious to see. Rest in peace, 50 million GP. And the best part about it all is that you can overwrite everyone else's items and they will disappear forever. So if someone lost their Twisted Bow by using it on this leech, and another player came along and used a lobster or an iron dagger on it, they will lose that Twisted Bow leech title forever. This is actually genius by Jagex developers, because if Oldschool Runescape players see wet paint, oh, you bet they are gonna touch that wet paint. If you give us the option to mess around, we will do that. Okay, let's try more items. I'm actually really excited about this. Let's see if they work as well. First item I wanna test out is coins and see if the title changes based on how many coins I give the leech. So first up, let's do 1 coin and see if that changes anything. Oh, okay, so it's just coins leech. So I assume no matter the amount of coins you put, whether it's 10 million GP or 2 GP, you get the same name. Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. I think these are coded in based by their item ID, so technically you could also have something ridiculous like Sanik's Body, which is a quest item from Death of Torgeson. Oh, by the way, this guy is on a video now, I guess. Hi to you as well, Jai. Hope you're doing well. On Twitter, I saw someone put their fighter torso on a leech as well, which proves that you can use untradeable items, and well, I guess that person has to go back to Barbarian Assault minigame now to get their torso back, which is hilarious. Okay, let me do like Mark of Grace. Surely that works as well, right? Yeah, it does. Perfect. I love this so much. This is a lot of fun, believe it or not. Not the losing of items, but I can't imagine what kind of fun you can have with this once players figure out literally every item ID in the game. Okay, I found another item. Someone put their Infernal Cape on the leech, which, you know what? Fair play. I feel like that's an intense flex if I've ever seen some, because that guy either has to go again through the hours of misery in the Inferno, or he just has multiple capes. Also, I found out there is this interesting mechanic with UIM accounts where you can have a looting bag full of items. Then you use that looting bag on the leech and it removes the looting bag from your inventory. But there is a big caveat here. If you go reclaim that looting bag from wherever, either Wilderness or LMS, all the items remain inside that looting bag and they don't disappear, meaning Technically, Ultimate Iron Man accounts who can't use the bank have an extra inventory space with this method. So it seems like it's not completely cosmetic and actually has a small purpose. Which obviously, of course, I mean, it took only 24 hours for players to figure out how to abuse this fun Easter egg. It's such a classic RuneScape experience. Honestly, I don't know if this is like intended or not, and I think you can even die without losing the looting bag items. So this is definitely gonna shape the 7 players and settled who still play UIM. You know what, let's call it leech banking from now on. Okay, so there is this wiki article that basically tells you the longest item names in Oldschool Runescape history, and I want to test out if it works on these leeches as well. The longest item is Corrupted Morrigan's Leather Jabs Bounty Hunter Inactive, coming in at 49 characters. But honestly, I don't want to do Bounty Hunter for 20 hours just to waste the item on this leech, so I got the third most longest character item, which by the way is Trailblazer Relic Hunter Tier 1 Armor set. And let's see how it looks on the leech. Well, yep, I mean, it's exactly what you expected. It's a long name. That's what it is. I don't know what I thought was gonna happen here. Of course, it's a long name. You know what the best part about this entire thing is? There could be an item here that is actually an Easter egg related to Desert Treasure 2 quest, but players haven't figured out that item. So everyone is just dumping all their items into these leeches, or maybe it's the opposite where Jagex is trying to do reverse psychology, making players believe you need an item to get some sort of Easter egg, but in reality there is no Easter egg, and players just keep dumping their valuables for no apparent reason, and we're sinking billions of GP into these leeches every single day just for the sake of it. It seems like it's a lot of fun, but also literally the most useless thing ever. Also, if you're an OG player, there used to be this pet in original RuneScape called Baby Troll, and you could pretty much feed the troll any item in the game, and people used the most expensive items like party hats, which by the way in RuneScape 3 cost billions of GP, and they would use those expensive items on the troll, and basically it would have the item name and it follows you around. You could never retrieve the item, but you would have someone following you around called Blue Party Hat or whatever other expensive item that player used. And I feel like this kind of fills the same niche where it's mostly just for flexing purposes, but you don't actually get to keep the pets. Honestly, I would love to have something like this as a pet. Imagine actually having like a twisted bow following you around, so you can flex on your friends at GE. I mean, yeah, you just lost -1 twisted bow and billions of GP, but you know, it's a good laugh for 10 seconds until nobody cares anymore. By the way, if you feed the pet anything, it does follow you around, but only inside the scar. You can't take it anywhere else with you, which is kinda sad. There does seem to be more and more Easter eggs since the quest was released. One of the examples is that players noticed a fishing spot at the end of Stranglewood where you can start fishing for experience, despite the fact that it's absolutely meaningless, because you only fish very odd items here and get only 8 experience per catch. Like the only items I managed to get were newspapers, old boots, lobster pots, and the items appeared really slowly. Sometimes it took me 2 minutes to catch a single lobster pot. And there are so many other Easter eggs as well. Like one of the things is that if you use a tinderbox on the fire pit, it actually breaks your tinderbox and you still can't light the fire. And there are so many more of this. So if you want me to make an entirely different video on fun facts and Easter eggs that came with this quest, let me know down in the comments and make sure to subscribe if you're enjoying this content. I'm gonna go back to hunting my Soul Reaper axe now. I hope you come by my Twitch and say hi to me. I'll see you all tomorrow with another video. I love you all very much. Bye.